Welcome to the Best 5 Minute Wine Podcast with Forrest Kelly.
All right, let's dive deeper into our conversation with Laura DePasquale.
How am I ever going to get ahead? And he said to me,
Best 5 Minute Wine Podcast.
Being a female with 20 years of Master Somm experience coming up on that, is it difficult to not only get in the business, but to be taken seriously?
yes and no is my answer. I will say that over my 20-year career in the industry, it's gotten a lot better. But I can tell you that the first 10 years were extraordinarily difficult. I would be the only woman as an executive in the room at all times, no matter what state I was in, whether I was in Omaha, Nebraska, or Los Angeles, California, meeting with the top executives, I would be the only woman in the room. And I will say that over the last 10 years, and specifically the last 5 to 6, it has gotten a lot better. We still have a long way to go, but it's a lot better. And I'll share a story with you. When I first entered the business, I was working as the Florida State Italian wine specialist. It was my first job in the industry, and I loved it. I was like, oh my God, I wish I had done this sooner. And I just absolutely loved it. And so after, I don't know, maybe 2-3 months, I went to my boss, who was a gentleman, and he was a great boss. And I said to him, how am I ever going to get ahead in this business? And he said to me, well, what do you mean? And I said, look, I'm not going golfing. I'm not taking up golf.
Yeah.
I don't like golf, right? So I'm not doing business deals on the golf course. I'm not hanging out at night at the bar having cocktails. I don't like cocktails, and I want to go to sleep, right? Because I've got a busy day in the morning.
Yeah.
How am I ever going to get ahead? And he said to me, I really don't know what to tell you, but I think you'll figure it out.
Well,
and that was extraordinary. Like, how could your boss say that to you? I don't know what to tell you. I did figure it out, but it was really, articles that have been written about me over the course of the year have always labeled me as a groundbreaker, as someone who is connecting the dots and pushing the glass ceiling and being a pioneer, as well as when I joined the industry, I was not a Master Sommelier. I was pursuing the degree. It's a very difficult degree. There's only 30 women in the whole world that have achieved it. I was pursuing it. And after I pursued it, so I joined the industry in 2001. In 2004, I passed and got my diploma in London. And my boss different boss now, at the time, sat me down and said, you have a choice to make. And I said, oh, what would that be? And he said, and we'll support either way you want to go, but you can either continue on your business track, because by that time, when I passed, I was now national sales director. So I had gotten 2 promotions. He said, you can continue on this business track, or you can become a personality and we'll promote you. Which one do you want to do? And I didn't hesitate. I was like, I want to be that groundbreaking person. I want to be that woman in the business that carves a path and shows that it can be done for women that are up and coming in the industry. And he said, I knew you would say that, and I'm so happy you did. Let's go. And so we did. And so within 2 years, I was promoted to vice president of that company, had my first seat at the executive table.
Can you attribute some of your success that you continue to have with your upbringing and your parental upbringing?
Probably all of it. I think I really didn't understand who I was when I entered the business. And the business really helped. And becoming a Master Sommelier, just that achievement helped me find my voice as a leader. I can't say that I've done everything correctly, because it's trial and error sometimes. And at the time, the industry was still pretty improvised in a lot of ways. And people were in seats that you just sort of looked at them and go, well, how did you get this job? Right? Like, you're completely incompetent. And it was for sure trial and error and a lot of coaching. That gentleman who sat me down was an extraordinary boss, and he was my boss for 7 years. At the time, there were no formal mentor-mentee programs, but he was an incredible coach and mentor. And we would have a standing phone call no matter where I was in the world, because I was traveling a lot. I've always traveled a lot. 7:30 Tuesday morning, no matter where I was our time. And he would say to me, like, if I had done something that, maybe I shouldn't have done out in some market, or said something to somebody or something, he would say to me, okay, so a little dentist coaching. And I would be like, what did I do? You know? Right? But he just had such a great way of encouraging me, promoting me, empowering me, making me feel valued, making me feel important, making me feel like I was making a difference, making me feel that I was doing a good job. And I've always been described as driven, headstrong, independent. I just knew that I really wanted to succeed. And I think some of that is growing up at the time that I did in a very humble upbringing. And I think part of it is just my passion and drive and love for representing the wineries that I do. This current role that I have at Southern Glazers is the dreamiest job I could ever imagine. I am empowered to create something that doesn't exist for a very powerful company. I have incredible resources and support. And I feel like at this point in my career, not only am I helping to develop the next generation of leaders, but I'm also helping to sustain generational farming, generational wineries, traditional wineries, and providing new innovative wineries the opportunity to become commercially successful. So I just love what I do. I just love it.
The best 5-minute wine podcast.
Don't forget my favorite part.
Please like and follow. Oh.